Welcome back to Live at 9, and traveling during the holidays can be a big deal, and just making sure that you have everything squared away, that you're safe, and I guess insured as well. So we have a travel expert here to talk about it. And traveling during the holidays, what's something that we need to know?
Really, it's all about the travel planning process and making sure that you've considered what may go amiss at any time during your travel. And that said, having travel insurance along with you when you travel should be a priority. Yeah,
and for people that don't know, travel insurance, how would you describe that to someone that's maybe never heard of it, other than maybe, buying insurance on a plane ticket?
Yes, there's that, but there's more in terms of the entire trip, and not only insurance, but the one thing that folks don't necessarily understand is there are services that are sold with the comprehensive travel insurance plan. So you've got the insurance coverage for trip cancellation, trip interruption, trip delay, travel inconveniences, accidental medical, sickness while on trip, that kind of thing. But there are also services when things do go wrong. Who do you call? And that said, a good insurance provider would have either a proprietary assistance operation or a relationship with an assistance provider who can help you through any process, really, in terms of the unexpected happening.
Yeah, and of course, we don't ever want to talk about the negatives. We don't want to put that into the universe, but things happen. And so what are some of those unexpected things that you've heard of through your time doing this?
Weather is a big one, certainly. So while you're on trip, if for whatever reason you're departing from Jackson, Mississippi, and you're going to New York for the holidays because you want to see the Christmas tree at Rock Center, and all of a sudden weather moves into New York, your flight's diverted, then there are a series of cancellations, you're stranded in your city of diversion. There are financial implications associated with that, and so the travel delay, the trip delay, the travel inconveniences, you can cover those risks in terms of having purchased a travel insurance policy.
Why do you think some people don't get travel insurance compared to other insurance like health or car insurance that we all hear about on a daily to weekly basis, but maybe we don't always hear about travel insurance?
Because it's it's not necessarily compulsory. It's not front of mind. To your earlier point, when you're planning your trip, you're thinking about all of the good things that you have to look forward to while traveling. So it's not necessarily front of mind. You really, again, don't think about the bad things that are going to happen, and therefore it becomes at times it becomes a value decision where you don't need insurance until you need it, and quite frankly, given the cost of insurance, and it's important to understand what plan is right for you, because no travel insurance policy is like another necessarily, or put another way, travel insurance policies are not created equal, nor are travel insurance providers. So you have to do a little bit of homework, read a policy, and think more about what you might want to cover off in terms of anything that might happen. Yeah.
If you don't have insurance, I mean, what type of figures monetarily are we talking about that you could possibly lose on a trip?
Oh, it varies. The story I like to tell, although it was an unfortunate incident for the individual, a traveler went to Hawaii and was body surfing. And a big wave took him down to the bottom, broke his back. Upon return from, by the way, he was medevaced from Hawaii back to his domicile, his home, his home network anyway, where his hospital is. Out-of-pocket cost would have been $260,000 for medical evacuation, etc. And so, fortunately, he had a travel insurance policy, and that claim was paid. So it really is. It can be costly, particularly if you're traveling out of the country and you have a medical situation, or you need to be medically evacuated back to the U.S. you know, no medical evacuation I know is less than $25,000. Typical cost is $25,000 to $50,000. So medical evacuation and your typical health insurance program, your primary health insurance provider doesn't necessarily provide medical evacuation. So it's important to consider, you know, that as a benefit when you're looking at an insurance policy.
All right. And before I let you go, how do we find you?
At ustia.org.